के गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जू की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद अच्युत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोसाई महाराज श्री गुरुदेव की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद अच्युत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत वामन गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद अच्युत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद अच्युत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु विष्णुपाद अच्युत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्याल्लभ विष्णु महाभागवत श्री गोरक्षदास बाबाजी महाराज की जय। नित्याल्लभ विश्व श्री सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। नित्याल्लभ विश्व वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबाजी महाराज की जय। श्री रूपानुग गौरीय गुरु वर्ग की जय। जय श्री बलदेव विभूषण प्रभु की जय। श्री विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती ठाकुर की जय। श्री नरोत्तम श्रीनिवास श्यामानंद प्रभु त्राय की जय। श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोसाई पाद की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ शारद गोसाई प्रभु की जय। श्री स्वरूप दामोदर राय रामानंदारी श्री गौर प्रसाद वृंद की जय। नामचय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल व्रज मंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जय। सर्व अभिष्ट प्रदात गिरिराज महाराज की जय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जय। श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। जय नित्याल्लभ विश्व श्रीमद् भक्ति रक्षक श्रीधर गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय श्रीमद् भगवद-गीता की जय। श्री कृष्ण अर्जुन की जय। जय श्री कुरुक्षेत्र धाम की जय। जय all the commentaries of all of our acharyas की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। वंदे हम श्री गुरु श्रीयुतापरकमलं श्री गुरु वैष्णवंश्च श्री रूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदां सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखं वितंश्च अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिशे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वृन्दाय तुलसीदेवाय प्रियाय केशवस्य च कृष्णभक्तिप्रददेवी सत्यवताय नमो नमः। भज श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Okay, let's open up this also. This verse right. Oops, where's my mouse? Here, this verse right there. Sarvopanishado gavo dogda gopalanandana parto vatsa sudhir bhokta dogdam Gītāmṛtam mahāt. The crest jewels of the Vedas, all the Upanishads, are as the cow. And the milker of the cow is Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa, the son of Nanda Mahārāja. Arjuna is the calf. The nectar of the Gita is the milk. And the fortunate devotees are the enjoyers of that milk. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today not so many people, but I see Lola Mataji, Dandavat Pranams, and I see Ganga Mataji, and I'm guessing Raseshwari Mataji and Indira Mataji, and I don't know who else is there. I see a couple other devotees there. If you write a comment, I'll see your name. Also pranams to all the devotees who are watching in the future, like Shachi Devi, Jayadev Prabhu, Krishna Rose, Ananda Pradayani, Vrinda Didi, and everybody else. Hari Bol. So we are continuing our reading of this beautiful book, Gītāmṛtam. This is the nectar of Bhagavad-gītā, which is a compilation of Śrīla Bhakti Rakṣaka Śrīdhara Gosvāmī Mahārāja's his discourses on 30 verses from Śrīmad Bhagavad-gītā. We might finish the book today. Let's see. I don't know. We're close to the end. Where is it? Okay, so we're on the 24th drop of nectar. So this is the 12th chapter. This is the chapter on Bhakti Yoga. One of the most important chapters of the entire Bhagavad-gītā, this middle chapter. And it's one of the shortest chapters as well. Okay, so verse 5. Jai Śrīla Bhakti Rakṣaka Śrīdhara Mahārāja ki jai. Kleshodhi katarastesham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta hi gatir dukkham dehavadbhir avapyate. Those whose minds are attached to the impersonal aspect of the Supreme undergo great difficulties. To progress on that path is extremely troublesome for those possessing material bodies. Illumination by Śrīla Bhakti Rakṣaka Śrīdhara Mahārāja. One second. In the Bhagavad-gītā, Śrī Kṛṣṇa mentions two parties, the karmi, the materialistic worker, and the jnani, the impersonalist philosopher. Ye tu sarvani karmani mahi sanyasya matpara ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate tesham aham samudharta mrityu sangsara sagara bhavami na chirat partha maya veshita chetasam. O Partha, those who renounce all actions and offer them to me, who take shelter in me, who are fully absorbed in meditating upon achieving my association, and who always worship me, I swiftly deliver them from the ocean of birth and death. And that's the 12th chapter, verses 6 to 7. Yet vaksharam anirdeshyam avyaktam paripasate sarvatra gang achintyang cha kutastam achalam dhruvam sanniyamyendriya gramam sarvatra samabuddhaya te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhuta hite ratha. However, those that control their senses, who are mentally composed in all situations, who are dedicated to helping all living beings, and who worship my unfathomable, impersonal, inconceivable, unchanging, all-pervading aspect, which is fixed and immovable, they also reach me. So these are all the same chapter. This is also Bhakti Yoga chapter 12, verses 3 to 4. Karma is not an anti-party of bhakti, but Gyan always comes to challenge bhakti. I am superior, Gyan says. Of these two parties, Gyan and bhakti, the decision is given in favor of bhakti. It is unconditional and clear. Yoginam apisarvesham markatenantaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yo mam same yukta tamo mata. I consider the best of all yogis to be the bhakti yogi who abides in me, who meditates upon me, and who worships me with firm faith. That's Bhagavad-gītā 6:47. And Haribol, Nanda Nandan Prabhu and Champak Mataji. Leaving that life, they will also come to me. That is the purpose. But for the Gyanis, this interpretation is given. Kleshodhi karatastesham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta hi katir dukam dehavarbir avapyate. Kleshodhi karatastesham. The ordinary karmi or yogi, yogi or jnani, gets more pain, more klesh. They are misled, entrapped by a superior mania. Only in the name of goodness. Avyakta sakta chetasam. To attain a non-differentiated thing for those who have a form is very painful. The jiva has his own spiritual form. How is it possible for him to deal with the non-differentiated? How can the owner of a spiritual body cooperate with this? Deha varbir avyapyate. The Jnani school says that deha vadbhi only means dehadvadbhi only means considering the material body to be the self, dehatma buddhi. But dehabhimani bhi, identifying with the material body, is not mentioned. It is dehavadbhi, by those jivas possessing material bodies. How can one who originally has a form cooperate with nirvishesh, non-form? Avyakta hi gatir dukham. There is no blissfulness. That is all pain there. Because sometimes they are engaged in deep slumber, and again when they awake, they'll have to come down here. Rising is inevitable in due course of time. Practically, there is no end, only a long period of deep slumber. The Bhagavat says, Yenyaravindaksha vimuktamaninas tvayasta bhavad avishuddha buddhaya aruhya kricharena parang padang tata patantado nadrita yushmarangraya. O lotus-eyed one. This is prayers of Brahma, right? In 14th chapter of the 10th canto. O lotus-eyed one, although non-devotees who perform austerities to achieve the highest position may consider themselves to be liberated, their intelligence remains impure. They fall down from their imagined high position because they show no respect for your lotus feet. Oh, sorry, I was wrong. At Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd chapter of the 10th canto, verse 32. Vimukta maninas. They think themselves to be liberated. tvayasta bhavad. There is some hindrance due to their miscalculation about you, and it is the root of their doom. Avishuddha buddhaya. Because they misconceive you, there is a barrier of understanding between them and you. What is the consequence? Aruhya kritrena parang padang. That original graphic fundamental misconception is there. So with much labor, with much pain, they come to the highest position of this world, Brahma Loka. Patantyado. Again, they will have to depart. Why? He cannot adore the higher existence, so there is no other alternative but to come back into the current. They will have to come back in a circular way, because they cannot have any understanding crossing the abyssya. I've never seen that word before. Abyssa. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but that's the marginal plane towards the other domain. Oh, it's not letting me here. So, abhisissa, I guess, abhisissa. Okay, it says, distance from a point to the vertical or y-axis, measured parallel to the horizon or x-axis, the x-coordinate. Okay, anyways, I'm just guessing that means the middle point. I'm not very good with math. Okay. No, I probably got that wrong. Whatever. Okay, in the discourse between Ramananda Rai and Mahaprabhu, it is said, Mukti bhukti vanche je kaha duhar gati stavar deha deva deha jaiche avastiti. Mahaprabhu asked, what is the destination for those who desire liberation or sense enjoyment? And Ramananda replied, they become situated in an inanimate body, or the body of a demigod. So, those who desire liberation, they become situated in an inanimate body, and those who desire sense enjoyment become a demigod. That's Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila 8:257. Those who hanker after enjoyment or salvation, what is their real goal? Deva Deha Stavara Avastiti. One gets the post of a demigod, another attains a Stavar Deha. A Stavar means matter, the Himalayas, the earth, the moon, a tree, etc. Because non-consciousness is their only goal. Because non-consciousness is their only goal, so become the Himalayas. You may go on unconscious for ages together. The Salvationists have to go down. They have to go down because they only want rest. And that rest is only to be had in a Stavar Deha, a non-moving body. There's no transaction, no movement, no dynamic character. You may sleep there, become a rock. Stavar Deha. They come down to the lowest creation, such as the fossil stage. And naturally, it does not matter, because they want that their consciousness may not remain. Whatever little consciousness may be spared there in a fossil is almost unconscious. And after millions and millions of yugas, from the fossil, a spark of a soul may emanate and be transferred to the tree section, and from there to the animal section, and again may be elevated in this way millions of years after. Doesn't really seem like a very good path to go down. Okay, so now we come to the 25th drop of nectar. This is chapter 13, verse 21. Karya karana kartritve hetu prakriti ruchyate purusha sukha dukkhana bhoktritve hetu ruchyate. Material nature is said to be the source of all causes and effects. The living entities are said to be the cause of their own happiness and unhappiness. The living entities themselves are said to be the cause of their own happiness and unhappiness. Illumination. Krishna is known as Purushottam, the highest conception of a Purush. Purush means the predominating temperament. There are two halves, predominating and predominated. Shakti, or potency, is predominated, and Shaktiman, the possessor of the potency, is predominating. Purush means predominating, the consumer. Potency means that which is consumed, utilized, or enjoyed. The Purush is the enjoying aspect, the bhokta, and the cause of the enjoying, Purush is the enjoying aspect and the cause of enjoying. And the enjoyed aspect is Prakriti. The absolute enjoyer, the Uttama Purush, who is the supreme most enjoyer, is Krishna, Purushottam. He is the enjoyer of all enjoyers. The whole enjoyment is represented by him, and the whole enjoyed aspect is represented by Radharani. Krishna's name is Lila Purushottam, the supreme enjoyer of pastimes. In this shloka, Purusha means the jiva, soul, the jiva soul. The many jivas are tiny enjoyers. In Sankhya philosophy, there is the example of Andha Pangu Nyaya, the logic of the blind man and the cripple. The cripple has got eyes, and the blind man has got limbs. The blind man can move, but he cannot see the way. The crippled man with eyes sits on the shoulders of the blind man and says, "Go to this side, go to that side." It is like a horse and a horseman. Sitting on the horse, the rider says, "Horse, go this side, go that side." The Purush is crippled, the jiva. The Purush is crippled, and Prakriti, material nature, is like the blind man. Prakriti has full energy to move, but cannot guide. So the guide is the Purush. Purusha Sukha Dukkhanam. Purusha Sukha Dukkhanam. He has no consciousness, so he can feel what is pain and pleasure, but he is inert, passive, something constant, staying in the same place. Activity for him is to be done by some other energy. Intelligence is the guide, and blind energy can move and work. When both are combined, things are going on. This is Sankhya philosophy. This is the conception of the lower side of things. But Prakriti does not evolve consciousness. There is no possibility of movement for the soul here in the negative side. It is meant for the positive side. In this enjoying plane, the soul is inactive, indifferent, passive, and non-cooperating. But Prakriti is apparently working on behalf of the soul. Our Guru Maharaj gave an example. The proprietor is a miner, and the managers take advantage of his immaturity by looting and enjoying his estate. It is something like that. The position of the Baddha Jiva, the fallen soul, is like that of a mirror. He cannot control these revolting managers. He is helpless. He is doing nothing, and the managers are doing everything using the name of the proprietor. The proprietor should have contact with another major soul. Then, with the help of that major soul, he can subdue his managers and get lordship over his own property. If his real inner interest is aroused by another major soul who is connected with Paramatma, with Bhagavan, then he will find his own fields there. He will control the senses and utilize them in the service of the Lord. Who has the most importance, the feeler or the felt? The criterion of happiness is confined to the feeler. When happiness is necessary, it is possible only in the subjective existence. By avoiding this material engagement, one may feel more happiness. One may be self-satisfied, Atmarama. Now he is entangled in that non-happy substance, but he seeks to become established in the self. One who is established in his own self, not outside of that, feels more enjoyment than when he was handling matter. Atmaramash chamunayo. They are the standard. Even they find more happiness when they come in contact with the super Atma. In this way, the existence of the higher Atma is established. 26th drop of nectar. This is Bhagavad-gītā 14:27. Brahmano hi pratishtaham amritasya vyayasya cha amritasya vyayasya cha shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya kantikasya cha. I am the foundation of the immortal, imperishable Brahman, who is the basis of eternal dharma and supreme bliss. Illumination. When I was a third-year student, I had an edition of Bhagavad-gītā written by a disciple of a very big pundit, Shashadhar Tarka Chudamani. There he wrote, if the jiva is liberated, then he goes on to the upper position as God. I could not adjust with that, but I did not know anything about the different opinions of the Shastra at that time. But I could not accept that the jiva, when liberated, can take the upper position of God. Then what is the position of God? It cannot be. That was my internal intuition. Then when I grew up, I found that, oh, this is the interpretation of the Shankara school. But Ramanuja, Nimbarka Vishnuswami, they are of the opinion that, no, that can never be. Mahaprabhu had an argument with Sarvabhauma Pandit. He told Sarvabhauma, what you say is most wonderful. Maya disha maya vasha ishvara jive bhed, heno jive ishvar saha kohoto abhed. Gita shastre jiva rup shakti kori mane, heno jive abhed koro ishvarera sane. That's Madhya Lila of Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 6, verses 162 to 163. Ishvar is the master of Maya, and the jiva is his servant. And you say both of them are one and the same. How is it possible? This is a bogus theory, so let us cancel it. The devotional school cancels this idea that the jiva can be Brahman, and the personal form of God is below Brahman. Shankar Ramananda, the founder of the Ramanandis, and others think that the personal God conception is lower, and the highest conception is Brahman. When Brahman is enveloped by avidya, ignorance, he is a jiva. When he is mixed with vidya, with knowledge, which is also a part of Maya, then Brahman becomes God with form. That is their underlying principle. That is their underlying principle. So that when Brahma is mixed with vidya, with knowledge, which is a part of Maya, then he becomes God with form. So if a jiva is liberated, he becomes God. That is their idea. But Mahaprabhu and Ramanuja give an argument against that. What is this? God is the master of Maya, and the jiva is the slave of Maya. and you mix them together as one and the same, it is erroneous at the very foundation. All things that are created come from him. Something impersonal cannot create anything. If he is inert and without any spiritual exertion, how can he extend himself? That is the conclusion of the hopeless, the disappointed. Ultimately, only the disappointed are working in such a wrong way. It is their judgment that he is impersonal. There is nothing good in this world. The world has got no good thing to give, no representative character. Impersonal means to do away with everything. According to us, life is not well when you continue in that sampradaya, because it is godless. Their God is concocted. They say Brahman is concerned with vidya, good learning. Then we can become God. The ultimate reality is Brahman, non-differentiated consciousness. He is not a person. Aksharam Brahma Paramam Svabhavodhyatma Muchyate Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaro Visarga Karma Samgita. That's Bhagavad-gītā 8.3. That means, it is said that Brahman is the imperishable supreme, and that the Atma is the original spiritual nature of the living being. Karma is that which produces birth, duration of life, and death. The Mayavadis say, Aksharam Brahma Paramam Svabhavo means that I am a particle of Brahman. I am a particle of Brahman that is an ocean of knowledge, and that is impersonal. But if we can look into that more deeply, we can say, oh, that is a person. That is not Brahman. That is Parabrahma. That is Vasudev. So there are two kinds of existence, Kshara, fallible, and Akshara, infallible. I am beyond both Kshara and Akshara. It is mentioned clearly in Bhagavad-gītā, Yasmat Ksharam Atitoham Aksharam Apichottama. Bhagavad-gītā 15:18. I am superior to all fallible beings, and I transcend even those who are infallible. What is Brahman? Brahmano hi pratishtaham amritasya vyayasya cha shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya kantikasya cha. The Lord says, I am the support of Brahman. I am the support, I am the cause, I am the foundation where that Brahman exists. Pratishtaham amritasya vyayasya cha. I am at the back, and I support all these higher things. The highest idea of the supreme entity is personal. Brahman is part of him. He is a person, Para Brahman. It is written in the Chandogya Upanishad that there is a country made of Brahman. It is not of matter, but of consciousness. And he is the king of all. He is a person. God is a person. He is not a person that is enveloped by Maya. He is Mayatit. He is beyond Maya. Ramanuja and other Vaishnavacharyas came here to say that the conception that Shankar gave is hazy. It is not a clear and complete conception. Para Brahman is of a personal character, and he is not a substance, a mere inert, non-differentiated mass of consciousness. He is assertive, and he is all good. He is Ananda, he is bliss. Raso Vaisaha, the emporium of Ras. God is reality, the beautiful. He is Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. He is truth, auspiciousness, and beauty. And Satchid Anandam, reality, consciousness, and bliss. Anandam is personal existence, not a substance, but a person. All personal consciousness over consciousness. Now the 27th drop of nectar. This is Bhagavad-gītā 16:6. Dvau bhuta sargolokesmin daiva asura eva cha daiva vistarasha prokta asuram partha me shrinu. Partha, there are two types of people born in this world, the Deva and the Asura. I have described Devas in detail. Now listen to me as I describe the Asuras. Illumination. Slavery is a most contemptible thing in this world. Even to utter the word slave is considered most objectionable and unthinkable, the most hateful and dishonorable connotation. But in connection with the absolute good, it is actually the honorable position. To be reckoned as a slave to the highest good is the most honorable position. I don't want to assert myself. To assert myself will be a loss to my own interest. The more I assert myself, the more I shall be the loser. I shall be denied his perfect decision and interference by taking my fate into my own limited hand. Slavery to the Absolute is inconceivably a better life than the so-called freedom of Gunda life. This is all Gunda life. Gunda means a rogue, a rascal, a thief. There's a story of Alexander the Great and a robber. Alexander caught a robber and told him, "You are looting, robbing, all these things." Alexander caught a robber and told him, "You are looting, robbing, all these things." "But you are a greater robber," the robber replied. "I am only robbing in small villages and towns. But country after country, you are robbing. Are you not a greater robber than myself? What necessity do you have for conquering all these countries and troubling and killing so many? The satisfaction of your whim? What more is it than that? So much trouble to so many countries, so much devastation to human beings and others, only to satisfy the fodder of your whim?" I don't actually know that word, fodder. Did I say that right even? Or foda? Anyways. A person or thing regarded as only as material for a specific use. Okay. Everyone is a robber here. They are the lowest of mankind. Daivi sampad vimokshaya nibandhaya suri mata ma shucha sampadam daivim abhijato sipandava. This is Bhagavad-gītā 16:5. The qualities of a deva lead one to liberation, while the qualities of an asura cause bondage. Fear not, O Pandav, for you are born of the nature of a deva. Asatyam and then this next verse is 3 verses after this in chapter 16. So asatyam apratishtam te jagad ahur anishvaram aparaspara sambhutam kim anyat kamahetukam. The asuras claim that the world is false, without any basis and without any divinity. They believe that the source of everything is the union between male and female, and that life has no purpose besides lust. This is the mentality of the demonic school, the demonic thinker. Asatyam apratishtam te. They say that this world has no real basis at all. Jagad ahur anishvaram. There is no God. Aparaspara sambhutam. Everything is only produced by chemical combinations. Kim anyat kama hetukam. And sense pleasure is the highest attainment here. These are the theories of the atheistic demonic school. There is nothing good in their stock, either in the present or in the future. They are worse than Satan. In Christianity, Satan is considered to be the leader of the demons. Satan has at least got recognition. He is fighting with God, but he is fighting with God, but there's recognition. Satan recognizes God, but he is a fighter against him. But then worse than Satan is just to say there is no God, right? Dvau bhuta sargo lokesmin daiva asura eva cha daiva vistarasha prokta asuram partame shrinu. There are two sections. The Deva are those who admit divinity or who are approaching divinity, and the Asura, the demonic class. The Devas are submissive to Vishnu, Narayan, and Asuras are generally sympathetic to Mahadev, sometimes Brahma, but generally always against Vishnu. There are several exceptions, such as Prahlad and Bali, but mainly Asuras are worshippers of Shiva and Brahma, and they are antagonistic to Vishnu. There is a similar verse in Padma Puran also. Dvau puta sargolokesmin daiva asura eva cha Vishnu bhakta smrito daiva asurastar viparyaya. There are two classes of man in this created world, the Deva and the Asura. The devotees of Lord Vishnu are the Devas. Those who are just opposite are called Asuras. A Vishnu Bhakta may be less qualified morally in comparison with many of the demons, but they are submissive to Vishnu. That is Deva. Sometimes Indra and other gods are seen to be corrupt, to be less moral, but they are submissive to Vishnu. The Deva class tends towards consciousness, consideration, love, affection, justice, and mercy. Asuras are of a nocturnal nature. They are the nocturnal agents of darkness, agyan, ignorance. Asura means struggling for closer bondage, and Deva means struggling towards the right direction. There are two sections struggling here, one towards the positive, the other towards the negative. To make oneself big at the cost of others is a concocted illusory line. Everyone is struggling to become big, but that is an illusion. That big is not really big. Real bigness is on the other side. To become big is easy. I am a big man. I have something to be proud of. But to accept that we are nothing in the face of the Absolute, to accept this creed in its true color, is very difficult. The Vaishnava is also struggling, but to be reinstated into a harmonious life. That should be known here. All should struggle to be reinstated into the real harmony of the whole. Sincerely we should pray to the Lord, and we will find His help in no time. Then in our innermost hearts, we shall find our connection with the fundamental plane of loving service to the sweet Absolute. Then we shall find that the Lord of love is Krishna, the beautiful reality. "28th drop of nectar." This is Bhagavad-gītā 18:54. Brahma bhuta prasannatma no na shochati na kankshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu mar bhaktim labate param. When such a self-satisfied person realizes the absolute truth, he neither rejoices nor laments. Seeing all beings equally, he attains transcendental devotion unto me. Illumination. Bhakti means positive participation in the serving plane. And mukti is the non-attachment towards the land of exploitation. So bhakti is a serving plane, mukti is non-attachment towards the land of exploitation. Mukti means there is no desire for this world. Such a person is on the verge. That is the marginal position. That is Brahma Bhuta. He identifies himself with pure consciousness. I am a child of the conscious soil. There is a complete withdrawal from the vision of exploitation, from the conception of the world of sense experience, both physical and mental. He has already realized that he is not a factor of this material world. He is already established in the consciousness that he is soul proper, and he has nothing to do with matter. Prasannatma. He finds peace in himself because he is independent of the misery of the mundane mortal world. Some sort of satisfaction he feels within. He is Atmarama. Atmarama shamunayo nirgranta apyarukrame kurvantya haitukim bhaktim ittam bhuta guno hari. This is Srimad Bhagavatam 1:7-10. Some sages who are Atmarama, absorbed in the bliss of the Atma, that are free from material bondage, also engage in unmotivated bhakti to Urukram, the performer of great deeds. This is because Hari possesses such wonderful qualities. Nashochati nakangshati. He is self-content. He is above the feeling of loss and gain of the world. He is not affected. He neither mourns nor aspires. When something is gone, he does not mourn. If something good comes, he is not cheerful, because it is matter. It is unnecessary and unessential. He is a soul who has nothing to do with this mundane world, so any loss or gain here is of no use to him. His prospect is in the spiritual world, and the world of soul, the world of consciousness, and he has nothing to do with this material world, whether it is laudable or blamable. Sama sareshu bhuteshu. He sees everyone as equal. All are equal to him because he is above the material world of loss and gain. They are all equal from the soul consideration. They are all units of soul. Mad bhaktim labate param. Krishna says, first realize that you are the soul. Then you come to serve me in that plane. Real devotion does not begin when you identify with flesh and blood. Real devotion begins when you think that you are a conscious unit. You are soul, and not this body or mind. Above that, you are a soul. You have got entrance there in the world of Paramatma, above Brahman. Now he comes to the higher type of service. He gets the opportunity to practice true bhakti. Now he can be a candidate for that para bhakti. Seva, service. His serving attitude now gets a pure character. It is on the spiritual plane, not mixed with mundane aspiration. That is Ananya Bhakti, Kevala Bhakti, exclusive devotion. That is possible only when he has withdrawn himself from the charm of this whole mortal world. After he has been fully relieved from all sorts of attachment for this mundane world, name, fame, money, women, delicious food, then only is it possible for him to enter into that land. He has not yet entered that land, but he is eligible to enter. He acquires his eligibility when he has no charm for this mundane acquisition. Then he has to begin his life. How? only through Shraddha. Shraddha is the visa. With Shraddha, he will negotiate to enter. He will relish my tidings. Whatever statement or relation comes to him about me, he will very earnestly attend to those charming thoughts that are coming from the mystic world, from the genuine source. There lies our real fortune. With such eagerness, we will very ardently hear when it is coming from the lips of the genuine agents. I'm just seeing how much. There are only 30 verses. We are on verse 29. Yeah, we only have 29 and 30. It says that 29 will take 2 minutes to read, and how long will 30 take? It says learning reading speed. Shall we just finish it? Because I see it's already 8 o'clock, but we're just so close to the end. I'm thinking maybe I'm just going to finish this book now, and then tomorrow we can start reading about Gurudev, because his appearance day is coming up. So yeah, I'm going to just continue reading, but I know I'm going over time, and so I fully understand if either of you have to go. And if you do have to go, you don't need to worry about missing it, because this is all being streamed on YouTube. So yeah. Oh, and I didn't see Shripad Bhaktivedanta Sajan Maharaj, Dandavat Pranams Maharaj, and Vidyalasa Didi, and Mitra Vrinda Didi, Rivo. Yeah, so I'm just going to finish the book now, and then so that we can continue our next program, because otherwise we won't have enough for a full reading anyways. Okay, so 29th drop of nectar. This is Bhagavad-gītā 1865. Manmana bhavamad madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam evaishyasi satyante pratijane priyosime. Think of me, serve me, worship me, offer your very self unto me, and surely you will reach me. Sincerely, this is my promise to you, because you are my dear friend. Illumination. Krishna says, I am all in all. Only Krishna has explicitly said this in the Gītā and in the Bhagavatam. Nowhere else can we trace such a bold statement that I am all in all. Give up everything. Come to me. No reaction. No lamentation. This is my position. I am absolute. Infinite means that my position is such. Manmana bhavamad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam evaishyasi satyante pratijane priyosime. Manmana bhava. Give me your whole mind. Madbhakta. Become my devotee and serve me. Madhyaji. Whatever you do, do only for me. Be selfless to the extreme. First accept everything from me. Then the negotiation may begin. How and why you are for me? First, how and why you are for me? First, you have to understand that I am for myself. Hegel says, reality is for himself and by himself. Reality must have two qualities in him. He is his own cause, and he exists only to fulfill his own purpose, not to fulfill the purpose of any other. If he is subservient to any other law or any other agents, he is not reality. Reality has got an absolute position. This is the basis for himself. So Krishna says, now negotiate. What will be your position with me? Complete surrender. There you are normal. Otherwise, you are thinking abnormally about something that is actually your creation and not, in the absolute sense, your reality. But independent reality must be of this nature, and then your position will be within my sweet will. That is your highest position. I am your friend. I am your guardian. Mam evaishyasi. You will enter and stay with me for eternity. Satyam te. It is the truth. Prati jane. My dear friends, I promise an oath. I am telling you that I am everything. You try to come to me. I am the goal. I am the fulfillment of your life. Not only yours, but everyone's. This is my position. From the absolute calculation, my position is such. What more shall I say? Priyosime, you are my intimate friends. I won't deceive you. You can believe me. I promise that I won't deceive you. I promise you that I am everything, Arjuna. Your highest aspiration is within me. You can't seek it outside. I am so friendly, so near, so loving, so affectionate. In all respects, you are mine. How shamelessly Krishna is expressing himself. Because of our defect, he has come to plead for himself so much for our benefit. A record is kept there in the Gita for our guidance. Then what to say of Mahaprabhu? Krishna himself came as Mahaprabhu to preach himself. He came as his own canvasser with a group, and even took Radharani along with him. If necessary, I shall show you the charming position you have got in service, and how beautiful and dignified that service can be. You can come along with me. And Baladev came as Nityananda to canvass for him. Vrindavan has come to canvass itself in Navadvip. This is the plain truth. A life of engagement is attraction for him. How to secure it? Superficially, it is from the scripture, but substantially, it is from the devotee. The influence is from the devotees. It is within their heart, within their endeavor, but it is pervading through all their activities. There is a particular attraction. It is a divine thing, and I want that. It is the subtlest of the subtle. Just as the nerve structure within can help the body do its functions, the devotee has an inner energy which we do not find in the world. He has no attraction for sense pleasure, no attraction for fame, name, money, etc., but something else. Krishna. We must follow their path. Therefore Krishna says in Adi Puran, Ye me bhakta jana parata, na me bhaktas chate jana. Mar bhaktanam chaye bhaktas, te me bhakta tamamataha. Who comes to serve me directly is not my real devotee, but one who is a devotee of my devotee. They are my real devotee. What is the meaning? What is the meaning? If you love me, love my dog. His love for me is so intense that wherever you find any external connection with me, my devotee engages himself fully there. And now we come to the very last, the 30th drop of nectar. Bhagavad-gītā 18:66. Sarvam dharmam parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tvang sarva papebhyo mokshayishami ma shuchaha. Oh, it says 5 minutes left in the chapter. Oh God. I'm just going to continue reading. Sorry I'm going so late, everybody. But as I said, you can watch later on YouTube if you need to go. Okay, abandon all types of dharma. Come and surrender unto me alone. Do not fear, for I will surely deliver you from all reactions. Illumination. So many different classes of religious conceptions have been dealt with in the Gita. The Gita is famous for its broad view, giving a position to so many classes of sadhana. But all the advice and teachings of Bhagavad-gītā are concentrated in one shloka at the end. Sarva dharmam parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvang sarva papebhyo mokshayishami ma sucha. Give up all duties that I have told so far. The sum and substance is this: come to me and you'll have your fullest satisfaction. Give up everything and come to me. All else is provisional by a gradual process. But the ultimate, absolute position is such: give up everything and come to me. I shall embrace you. You won't have any loss in life. I shall look after you. You won't have to repent. You'll be amply paid. That is the highest maxim in Bhagavad-gītā. Everything else is a trifling thing. Give up everything and try to reach the divine feet of Krishna. The call of different duties are there, but they are all futile. Be deaf to the calls of all other duties and try to immerse yourself in Krishna consciousness. Be desperate to reject all your connections and obligations and run madly towards Krishna. Be reckless. Gandhi told his non-cooperation movement, fearlessness bordering on recklessness. Mere fearlessness won't do, but bordering on recklessness. Not only shall we leave our duty, but doing that recklessly, we shall make advancement towards Krishna. Whatever may come, let it come. I must march towards Krishna. A little reaction may come naturally, but I won't care for that. I shall put my back towards that and go ahead towards Krishna. He is all in all. Home is there at his feet. This is Krishna consciousness. Krishna says, you belong to me. You are my property. Just as you say that you are the master of your property, so too you are my property and slave. That is the truth, and by accepting that, you will live. Die to live. You will be the gainer. You will come to a normal position. At present, you are in an abnormal position. You are suffering from the thinking of a sham master. I am monarch of all I survey. That idea, that ego, is your worst enemy. When we surrender everything to Him, and we want 100% service to Him, the Lord will come to help us. When we want 100% service to Him, the Lord will come to help us, so that we may give up our whims, our tendencies towards other things, and easily concentrate upon Him. If we say, please utilize me from the core of our heart, He will come to help, that we may be utilized by Him. That is bhajan. Bhajan means no bhog, no material enjoyment. Generally, bhajan means to give, to serve, to sacrifice. And bhog means to take, to enjoy. Bhog and bhajan. Bhajan means to give, bhog means to take. Bhog means to consume, and bhajan means to sacrifice. Ye yatha mang prapadyante tangs tataiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manusya partha sarvasha. This is Bhagavad-gītā 4:11. As a person takes refuge in me, I accordingly respond to him. Being the ultimate goal of all philosophies and doctrines, I am the objective to be attained by all. Certainly, O Partha, all men follow my various paths. Whoever will approach me with whatever attitude and aspiration, I respond accordingly. That is the general nature of mind. The soul is giving himself to the Lord, and the Lord is also giving himself to the soul. Any duty which is not connected with Krishna consciousness must be shunned and given up forever. We shall cut connections with any other obligation. The only obligation is wholesale to Krishna. Akila Rasamrita Murti Prasrimara Ruchi Ruttatara Kapali Kalita Shama Lalito Radha Priyan Vidur Jayati. May the moon like Krishna, this is the first verse of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, means may the moon like Krishna, the embodiment of the ocean of all rasas, be glorified. Through his expanding radiance, he conquers the gopis Taraka and Pali, and enthuses Shama and Lalita. He is the most beloved of Sri Radha. We cannot ascertain what is our inner demand. So many demands are within, but we cannot ascertain them at present. But Krishna informs us through the scriptures that all big or small demands within you can only be satisfied in my connection and never otherwise. Every nerve, atom, every electron within your system is related with Krishna, and every part may find satisfaction only with his connection. His position is such, so we are to surrender wholesale to him. That is the broad way towards his holy feet. He won't tolerate any partnership. If you want Krishna consciousness, take the name of Krishna. When chanting the name or engaging in any other service, the attitude must be, he will tolerate no partnership. He'll tolerate no partnership. Wholesale dedication and surrender. Then he will engage you. Do this, do that. By his interest, you'll be guided to go. By his interest, you'll be guided to go to this camp, that group, this group, all for his service. You may be engaged in any group, in any camp, but first, wholesale must be for him. Reality is for itself and by itself. Everything for him. We must be fully awake to this fact that I am for him totally. There is no room for any other interest to enter from some other quarter. In this way, you are to prepare yourself to march towards Krishna consciousness and to dive deep into Krishna consciousness. This is Sarva Dharma Prityaja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Krishna says, on one side, I am there. On the other side is everything else. All else is unholy, or so-called holy. So-called holy. We may think about our dedication to country, society, humanity, father, mother, so many holy conceptions of duty, all these things. But holy or unholy, all concerns should be totally, utterly, and unscrupulously given up. Then only will he come to accept us and make us eligible for his service. Whatever you will do, you will prepare yourself in that mood. All for him. Reality is for itself. Krishna is for himself. Everything here and there, all consciously and unconsciously moving, must be connected to him. Sarva dharmam parityaja. So Krishna is saying, I am issuing such an order. But what is the goal? Krishna says, but what is the goal? Krishna says, Mam ekam sharanam vraja. The linguistic experts will say, why vraja is used here? Why not gacha? Both vraja and gacha mean to go. The hint is there. There's a peculiar type of grammatical ornamental suggestion. It is only found in Vraja, Vrindavan, and nowhere else. By this word Vraja, Krishna wants to remind us that this is where we will find those who have given up all sorts of obligations. Without caring for the laws of society, and so many who are near and dear, they are absolutely given to my call. Their whole fate, their whole fortune has been given to me. Ahang tang sarva papebhyo. By chance sin may come, but I am there. Have some practical faith in me. I am not a dead thing. If any injury occurs there, I am here. I will compensate. Those that are risking everything for me, will I be cold towards them? Don't think my nature to be of that type. The little feeling of gratitude that you find in human society, or even in animal society, is that also wanting in me? Nahi kalyana krit kaschid durgatim tatagachati. That's Bhagavad-gītā 6:40. If purity of purpose is there, then he is inconceivable. None can defeat him or harm him. Mokshaishami ma shucha. Ultimately, you will see that you will be above all. You will realize that there is no room for any repentance. There is no offer that is higher in this whole world. You will be able to feel that. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina. Rasavarjam rasopyasya parang drishtva nivartate. This is Bhagavad-gītā 2:59. An embodied living being may renounce sense objects, but the taste for enjoying them remains. However, this too also ceases for one who realizes the Supreme. This is the last paragraph. No temptation can snatch you from that level of life. This is the universal clarion call. I don't know what clarion means. Clarion is a shrill, narrow-tubed war trumpet. Okay, the war trumpet. So this is the universal clarion call. Give up all conceptions of your duties and come to me alone, and you will not have to repent. You will not have to repent. We must keep this in our ear and heart always. Anything coming and clashing with that absolute call must be summarily rejected. And one who has got that attitude in him, he is noble, he is great, he is perfect. That is the truth. Wow. What a way to end this beautiful book. That really came to a crescendo there, huh? A crescendo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai, Jai Srila Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Srila Param Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Shri Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai, Swaparsha Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Gana Ki Jai, Shri Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrindadevi Ki Jai, Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Jai Srimad Bhagavad-gītā Ki Jai, Shri Krishna Arjuna Ki Jai, Jai Śrīla Bhakti Rakṣaka Śrīdhara Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai. This beautiful, beautiful book, Gītāmṛtam Ki Jai. Jai Shri, all the commentaries on Bhagavad-gītā by our acharyas Ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavasya Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavatai Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams, dear devotees, Niri Hari Prabhu Bhavatarani Mataji. Sorry, I didn't see you there before. And Lola Mataji, Champak Mataji, and all the devotees watching on YouTube and Facebook, like Ganga Mataji, Vidyalala Sadidi, Shripad Bhaktivedanta Sajan Maharaj, Dandavat Pranams Maharaj, Mitra Vrinda Didi, and I'm guessing Indira Mataji and Raseshwari Mataji are there, and all the devotees watching in the future, like Shachi Devi, Jayadev Prabhu, Krishna Rose, Ananda Pradayini, Vrinda Didi, and everybody else. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks for letting me go way over time. I never read this long. I usually don't go over 5 minutes over the time. I try to do that at least. But anyways, now we've completed this book fully, and tomorrow is the Adivastiti for our Srila Gurudev's disappearance day, and also Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj's appearance day. So I thought we could do a 2-day program. One day we'll speak about our Srila Gurudev, and the next day we'll speak about Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj, because we can't fit both of them in one day. So, yeah, see you all tomorrow for that. I have no idea what we're going to read yet, but we'll see. All right, Hare Krishna. Is there anything anybody wants to mention before I end the stream for today?